Welcome to Homesteading a Dime at a Time. I'm Greg.
And I'm Bernie.
And today you explain it for once.
We're going to kind of show you our milking procedure, how we get the cows in, and what we do when the cows come to milk. You're going to see it all. I'm going to try to do just light editing on this, so that you get the whole thing. We did have a few problems, like Jackson came and she saw the camera and she was scared. She didn't want to go any further. So I kind of had to tap her butt a little bit just to get her moving, and she did go. When we tried to milk Jackson, as you'll see in the video, the suction wasn't coming, so I don't think she had really let down very well on one quarter, and I had trouble to get the suction. So I just had to hold the claw until the suction took. And then with Jackson, because she's a 3-teater, meaning she milks this way. So she milks on this front teat, this back teat, and this other front teat. And so I always have something to hold it, as you'll see in the video, and that way hopefully nothing will happen. If it comes off, it's still held in place, at least on some teats, and then I can fix the problem. So yeah, we just take you through our milking procedure. I generally do the milking and the cleaning, and Greg generally does the gophering. Yeah.
And the feeding.
AKA the feeding. And yeah, so we hope you enjoy, and we want to say hi to all our new subscribers. Is there anything you want to say?
Click the bell. Click the bell. And please subscribe. And Dad, please subscribe too. He's going to get mad for that one. We're not going to edit this out. We have to leave it in.
Yeah, we'll leave it in,
yeah. I usually do the feeding, so if you notice that I walk off camera a few times, that's because I feed the other cows right away when she's doing her last milking, so that's why you see me kind of walking off. Because we have Jamie we feed also, and Bubbles, which she is our nurse cow, and she's nursing Star and Little Man.
Yeah, and she's way up at the top by my telescope, so he's got to just walk out there and feed her. Then Jamie, and then while I'm dealing with the milk, he'll go out and feed the bulls and the steer, and then we'll meet up in the middle and clean the machine. Yeah.
We have it all timed out almost perfectly.
Yeah. It's about half an hour, 45 minutes, we're done, start to finish. Yeah. So if you have any questions on this video, please post them below, and we'd be glad to answer anything.
Yeah, and make sure you hit the subscribe button and ring the bell, whatever it is, the bell.
Yep. Ding, ding,
ding. So like we said before, if you have any comments, please, we enjoy reading them and we enjoy answering them.
So we hope you enjoyed the video, and let's get to it.
Yeah, and just remember, if you have chores to do,
just give her a... That's the closing.
Well, aren't we closing?
No, we're opening.
Oh, we're opening, aren't we?
I guess this is going to be the opening, closing, all in one. So yeah, take care, guys, and we'll be back next week with another video. Hopefully it'll be a tractor video this time.
And remember, just stay safe. Okay?
Yeah, stay safe, stay alive.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
You'll see that the cows, when we bring them in, we don't halter them or put a rope on them. We just let them walk to the stall. We found that milking was taking, when we first got the girls, 2 hours. It was crazy. We had to drag Elle, beg her, and plead her across the pasture, and she wouldn't move. Oh my God, it was a nightmare. And then one day we found, they'll walk themselves. So we walk behind them, beside them, or sometimes our backs are turned and they'll just walk right from the pasture right into the milk stalls. So that's why you see the cow just walking all on her own, and I'm just walking beside her. And as you see right now, she stopped. She saw the camera from that far. She saw the camera. She's a little scared, a little nervous, and she doesn't want to go any further.
So just by tapping her little butt there, or big butt, whatever you want to call it, I just tap it lightly and she just walks. And then eventually she went right into the milk stall. So here you'll see that I am cleaning Jackson. She's a really clean cow. She never really comes in dirty. 98% of the time she's totally spotlessly clean. So it doesn't really take much. I just wash down the teats with some pretty hot water. And then, intermission for Kyle. Then I dry them off. And once I've done drying them, I squeeze each one onto my hand, a full stream, and I want to look and see if there's any white bumps. If there's any white bumps, even could be yellow clotting, could be teeny weeny, could be lots, then I know she's got mastitis. And if she had it right now, I'd be in a bit of a bind because she's the first cow through and I would have to wash everything before Elle came in, but I'm pretty confident. There's nothing that's happened to cause mastitis there. I'm just showing you that my hand is clean and I'm going to get to milking. So there I'm calling for Greg to give her feed. The reason why I do this is because she tends to move up a bit when he goes to give her the feed, and she didn't do it today, but she does it every time she's off camera. And what happens is she can knock the milker off, so I usually wait till he gives her feed claw on her. She gives me a steady 2 gallons on 3 teats, morning and evening. And something we never said here is we milk at 5 a.m. in the morning, and that will carry through year round. So even with the time change, I will still continue to milk at 5 a.m. The cow's time, not our time. But anyway, here you can see that I'm juggling. The inflation doesn't want to stay on that front quarter that's away from me. I can't keep it locked onto the teat.
Hey, Greg. There seems to be no suction.
And there I'm calling Greg saying there's no suction. There is suction. You can see the milk going through. Just on that one particular quarter, it won't stay on the teat. And that with Jackson happens from time to time. I'm not really sure why it does that.
Not staying on at all. Okay, we'll try that.
So I've got a little bungee hooked up to the claw, and that just holds the milk claw in place. And I think I mentioned that in the opening closing. And the reason why that chain is there with that one inflation is because, again, she's only a 3-teater, so we only use 3 claws. And that actually probably has a lot to do with why the suction isn't on that side, is because we're not using that claw, even though it's plugged up. I just wanted to give you a close-up of the milk coming through the inflations, through the yellow thing, and then into the hose. It's quite a rapid pace. Sorry about the glare. The sun's in the wrong position.
Okay, we're done. Yeah, good.
Now you'll see I picked up a white container, and you can see up above on the main video I'm rubbing something on her teats that is called udder butter, and I think it's butter, Budder, but I can't remember. Anyway, it helps just keep their teats supple and non-cracked, because it's not exactly warm out, but it's not cold out, but still in the morning. I'm putting really hot water on their teats, then drying it off, then the inflations. It can make their teats really rough, and this just helps soothe them a little bit, gives them some warmth on their teats. And now I'm just walking Jackson back. I always like to accompany them and walk them back. Usually they don't go anywhere, and all is good. And now I'm just waiting for Elle. Elle is a slow walker, and when we got her, we found milking was taking 2 hours because we couldn't get her to move across the pasture in a halter. And then one day, I don't know how it happened, the gate was open, one of the cows walked through, and we just watched, and they walked right into the milk stall. So it was like, okay, no more lead ropes, none of it. They can do it on their own, and milking has gone really smoothly ever since. And see, now I'm just cleaning Elle, and I have to go through this whole procedure all over again, a different cow. This time up, Elle was very clean. Normally, when it comes to Elle, I have 2 containers of water, and I'll wash her down with the first container, and then I'll give her the final clean with the second container. That has absolute clean water in it. Elle's teats are so close to the ground that I do 1 teat at a time with the claw on the ground. It's just easier. I can't reach her whole udder no matter what, so I do it 1 at a time. And the far back one, the first one that I put on, it's a double teat, so she has a little nub of a teat. And if you don't get that little nub inside the inflation, it causes no amount of problems. Like sometimes you can hear air escaping. 9 times out of 10, it's because that little nub is not in the inflation. Now, all that said, I think that little nub causes her a little bit of discomfort. But aside from that, Elle is a kicker. She doesn't kick out at me. She just kicks out at her udder and the claw. And as you'll see in a bit, she's going to kick that sucker, one of the claws, one of the inflations off. And when I was done milking her, we checked the milk. I was going to use the milk, but then I turned out, no, I'm just going to take tomorrow morning's milk. It wasn't... Dog alert. It wasn't because she knocked it into the straw. It was just because I didn't really need it, so there was no point to keep it. The milk. Elle has a back quarter that is slow to empty. This cow was giving 40 liters at the dairy, so yeah. Anyway, I sometimes just give a little bit of pressure on the quarter, nothing hard, and just to make sure that that quarter empties out. But today she was in quite the little mood. It could have been the camera, who knows. What I did was when she kicked that inflation off, I took the whole claw off and said, that's enough for tonight. We'll get the rest tomorrow. She was pretty much all milked out anyway, so it didn't really matter. Sometimes I'll put it back on, sometimes I won't. It really just depends on the situation. But today she was so kicky, I was just like, there's no point. Yeah, her back quarter is always slow. So I just help it along. Hey! Yeah, we would, but her other teat is so sensitive. The one with the double. I don't know. It's pretty much. It's not that simple though. Oh. It's not that simple. Yeah, I'm not putting it back on. I gotta open that now. But this is how fast we walk to and from. It's a little hard right here. It's not grass. Cows working off of concrete and dairy barns. These are young cows. They're only 7. But their feet are totally trashed. Totally. That's what walking on concrete will do for you. Come on, babes. Oh, you got a scratch. Thank you again, Elle. Try not to sleep in shit tonight. Oh well.
Are you good?
This is Kyle's milk. He always gets a bowl of milk after milking. Usually we do this in the house, but this is raw milk, obviously from the cows, and he loves it. The cats love it, everybody loves it. Hopefully we're getting some pigs pretty soon, and we'll be milk feeding the pigs as well. Here we go. Perfect. Thank you, Kyle.